All right, everybody having a good time so far? My name's Corey Morrow. I work on the radio. A lot of people, when they meet me, say they expected me to look different, which I always assume is their polite way of saying they thought I'd be taller. I don't know. I get told I look young a lot, too. I guess it probably helps that I don't smoke, I don't drink coffee. I drank half a cup of coffee once. I just didn't really see the appeal in it. Plus, someone told me as a teenager that drinking coffee would stunt my growth, and look at me, you think I was really going to risk that? No, I wasn't. And that Tim's coffee, I don't know what they put in that shit, but I seriously see people act like drug addicts when it comes to that stuff. And I'm not talking about, like, the fun, like, let's make peace, love, and terrible folk music drug addicts. I'm talking about the ones up on Waterloo Street sucking dick. Okay? It's scary. Like, it's really scary. I'm not originally from St. John. It's interesting living here. I've never been to a city where the air is like 60% pollution and 40% weed smoke, so that's fun. I can never tell some days if it's the fog rolling in off the bay or if it's just 420 somewhere. This thing is awkward, wow. What else can I tell you guys about me? Oh, I checked out the strip club here in the city recently. Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about. You know, they say that internet porn will eventually put the entire strip club industry out of business, but I don't know, man. Until they invent Braille computer screens, I prefer to see my herpes in person. That's just a personal preference. What else can I tell you guys about me? I love TV, big TV fan. Anybody like that show, How to Get Away with Murder? I love that show. I killed like 7 people since I started watching it. You know what the worst commercial on TV is right now? The one with George Foreman, where he's like, people ask me all the time what to do with my idea for a new invention. And I say, call my friends at InventHelp. He should say, how the fuck should I know? Because George Foreman never fucking invented anything. He wasn't like down in his basement between fights, like alternating between hitting the bag and soldering circuit boards. Jesus. I don't know. Big movie fan as well. Anybody excited for the new Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, okay. All right. Hot green alien babes, am I right?
Right?
Yeah. It's from Guardians all the way back to the original Star Trek. Apparently we men have always had a weird fetish for green women. I don't know. Because in the year 2017, a white guy can hook up with a black woman, and there are still assholes who will lose their motherfucking minds over that shit. But even way back in the 60s, Captain Kirk hooked up with a green chick. Well, that was cool as fuck. Hell, that's probably the only time some hillbilly racist check on the progress of space travel. See how close we are to getting some of that sweet green poontang down here. Ooh, buddy. Yeah. At least they're united on something, though, even if it is being mutual fans of Uranus play. You gotta have friends. Friends are important. They're the glue that, sometimes allows you to get high. Some of my friends, God love them, they have some pretty interesting opinions on things. Like I have one friend who's currently far more upset than any rational person should be about how many little people have their own TV shows. He complains about it and he's like, oh, they're like, we're not your average family. We're 2 midget parents with a regular-sized kid. Yeah, well, we're not your average family. We're 2 midget parents with 1 regular-sized kid and 1 midget kid. Yeah, well, we're not your average family. We're 2 midget parents and another regular-sized parent with 3 midget kids, a regular-sized kid, a mini schnauzer, a pet giraffe, and we live in a miniature house. He probably has a point, though. How many of those shows do we need? Oh, what else can I tell you guys about me? Oh, you can learn things through your friends, too, like important lessons. Like, maybe if you've been playing in a campfire at a party all night, you should probably wash your black soot-covered hands before you go fool around with a girl. He said she woke up the next morning thinking she had some sort of terrible new disease. Ugh, yeah. But that's it though, isn't it? Like, we all have our own share of, like, embarrassing sex stories. And I read recently that a lot of parents, because they don't like to talk to their kids about sex because they're too embarrassed about it, a lot of schools are going to start teaching sex ed to kids as young as the 4th grade. The 4th grade, okay? Now, like, I don't have kids, but I do remember what it was like to be a kid, and I can tell you in the 4th grade I wasn't even thinking about sex. Like, the closest thing I would have had a question about sex at that age would have been like, I don't know, how does the blue Power Ranger toy fit into the backside of the pink one to make a Megazord, I guess? I don't know. But again, because a lot of parents, that is kind of hot, isn't it? Because a lot of parents are embarrassed to talk to their kids about sex, they think it should be left up to teachers to do it. Now, besides what's in their little curriculums, which isn't that great, by the way, all they have to go on are their own experiences and what they've seen in internet porn. And you know, somebody who spends all summer not working probably has time to get into some pretty weird porn, like foot fetish stuff and all the unemployed midgets from those TV shows. I don't know. Thank you guys very much. I'm Corey Morrow.